Parashat Va'et'hanan, or the Torah's top hits. Moses continues his farewell speech. Moses reiterates the need to obey the mitzvot. The 10 Commandments are reviewed. Moses warns against idol worship. The Shma is shared, affirming monotheism. Some of the most powerful Jewish memories I have did not happen at home or in a synagogue, but away. And as some happened in Israel or Camp Ramah is not a surprise. What surprises me is how many I recall from family vacations. And one in particular, I recall when I was in high school, my family went to Italy for winter break. And we stayed in Venice and we checked out the ghetto, the Jewish community, on Friday. And we toured this synagogue that was 500 years old. And at the end, the tour guide said the synagogue is active, it's in use by the local community on Saturday mornings. So the next day we went back and we were blown away. I sat next to this guy. I spoke no Italian and he spoke no English, and yet we davened together because we both knew Hebrew, we knew what was going on, we knew the words and the songs and the tunes. And at the end we said Shabbat Shalom to each other because we had experienced something together. It was amazing. It happens only outside of home. Our parsha contains the Shma, which in context is a set of instructions to the Jews for how to live a Jewish life without Moses on the other side of the Jordan River in Israel. And here's a verse that we sing in Hebrew all the time. Teach these words to your children. Speak of them when you stay at home and when you are away, when you lie down and when you get up. When you are away, u'v'lechtecha b'derech. The home is essential because it's the womb that forms us, that nurtures and sustains us. But if we don't extend the practices and values beyond the home, then we minimize its impact. Judaism is not limited to a building or to a city. It goes wherever we go. And it's been that way since the beginning, because the Jewish people, we've always been on the move. With the Torah, our patriarchs and matriarchs were always on the go. Abraham and Sarah left Mesopotamia to go to Israel. Isaac was the only one to spend his whole life in Israel, but he too moved around within. His son Jacob, born in Israel, left Israel to go north to build a family, back to Israel, and then down to Egypt. His son Joseph was born in Israel, down in Egypt. And once the Jews left Egypt after slavery, they didn't stay in one place right away. They wandered the desert for 40 years. They were always on the go. And for their faith to take hold, it had to go with them. It did. And it does today. Jewish rituals at home, that's a family thing. But Jewish rituals away from home with other people, that's a peoplehood thing. I urge you to consider doing 2 things on your next family vacation. One is to celebrate Shabbat together. It'll feel different in some ways, but it'll be a richer experience. And the other is to check out a synagogue on Shabbat wherever you are. In some ways it'll be the same, in some ways it'll be different. But you'll connect to people that you didn't know before. It's like meeting cousins for the first time. There's some connection, even if you're just meeting them once. Judaism is your home away from home, wherever you go, at any age. It's one thing to know that, but only by leaving home can you feel that.